Hello again, and welcome to another episode of Raine Plays. Today we are back on the von Windenburg estate, but this time I created the Black family. When Jacques died, I made some mistakes. They took everything. The only thing they left was the house, so it's a shell now, but it doesn't matter. I've learned from my mistakes. I should have divvied up his income to the kids. Didn't do that either. I never done it before. I had no idea how it was going to end, so excuse me. My apologies. Anyway, Keith Black is the dad. He's a mansion baron, confident, materialistic, and a perfectionist. His trophy wife is Etta Black. She's into the fabulously wealthy aspiration. She's mean, materialistic, and hot-headed. His son, Silas Black, is chief of mischief aspiration, which gives him the dastardly trait. He's also a mean goofball. And then the little girl is theirs, Keith and Etta. Her name is Annette, and she's a social butterfly, and she's good. So they have moved on to the von Windenburg estate. Now, I did a tiny bit of research on Jacques and his family and the past and all that. And from what I can gather, he and Clara Bjorkson apparently come from wealth. Just like the land grabs, but whatever. I don't get too much about this estate thing, but somehow Jacques is connected with that ghost estate back on, countryside? Leave it to me not to be able to understand what I read or figure it out properly, but that's the gist of it. I still don't care. A majority of the people on these forums agree that Jacques is dastardly. One person wrote that his sim had married Luna. They had a kid, and Jacques just treated that little kid like yucko. Very mean to him, and he was mean to all of them. I thought it was funny, though, because he said he ended up kicking Jacques out and took over the estate. And once in a while, they would see him walking around in the park, all grumpy. So I don't feel too bad about what I did. But then at the same time, I kind of do, because I killed someone. Well, I killed something. It's still silly. I know. It's also early in the morning here, so my voice is a lot worse than normal. Apologies for that. I don't know how much you guys are into the 20 years of Sims. Trying to think. 20 years, that would be 2000 and just the year 2000, because pardon me, my introduction to The Sims was on Facebook. Now, I'm sure I've seen like sim games for PlayStation or Xbox or stuff like that when I used to rent video games. I don't know, Sim City 3000 or something like that. I'm sure I'm wrong when it comes to these titles, so don't quote me. My introduction, actual play, was through Facebook. It was free, and this was before the game room and all that stuff came along, I think. There were two of them. There was a city builder, and then there was just a sim game. I don't remember what they were called. I thought it was just The Sims. And I can't find anything. I can't even find screenshots about this game, so it's almost like I was living in an alternate universe at the time, and it's not real. It didn't happen. Just in my imagination, because I can't find any information on it anywhere. But it was just It was very boring and generic. You didn't get to pick. I don't believe you got to pick where you lived. You got to pick a house size or something. I don't know. I think they just gave you a block of land. Yeah, it was just a slab of land so you could build on that little spot. But it was always just 4 walls. 4 walls, maybe a roof. I don't even remember if they had roofs. And you could only make it so big, and then you'd run out of money. I do not recall being able to decorate a sim in a cast, situation. I think maybe you could choose hair color. I do not know. But the only reason I was interested in it was because you could decorate. And I was interested in decorating. You never left the place. And I think if the sim did, you just sat there and waited. Again, do not quote me. I'm having such difficulty even remembering this. Was it that long ago? My goodness, because I feel like I haven't been. All of this started with Facebook, let me tell you that much. Before that, I was heavily into video games. So I used the PlayStation, and I did, that. I've had a computer since they came out, for heaven's sake. Early 1990s. It was an Acer, and it was like a 286. $1,400. It was crazy. It had a couple kid games on it for my little boy. But I did the forums, and I, ended up chatting with people that way. It was mostly about gardening. But anyway, I'm getting off topic. That was my introduction to The Sims. And then later, I believe, when Facebook's game room came out, that was a few years back. I did the Sim City thing, and gosh, did I like that. Just building a city and building it and building it and building it. And that was when I got into building. I did all the silly Facebook games. Farmville, Township. There's a couple. I'm bad with names, so I apologize. Metropolis. Boy, oh boy. But they were, the point I'm getting at is they were all games where you could only get ahead depending on the number of quote unquote friends you had online who were actually even playing the game. So you had to find these rooms where people were looking for friends, and then you'd have to send friend requests to build it up, and oh my goodness, that was the worst part of the gameplay aspect for me. I just want to get in there and go. So getting The Sims 4, and I got it in 2017. That was all I really needed to get. Actually, I broke away from Facebook in 2015. I just couldn't take it anymore. The rude, disrespectful, nonsensical garbage that was going on. And I know it was probably just my page and the people that I associated with for my bingo games, whatever. Political and dog. Everybody loved pit bulls, and my son had been bitten twice by a pit bull. I didn't care for pit bulls. I'm not that big of a dog person. But if you aren't a dog person, then you're the devil. Stupid things like that was why I just said, Facebook, you can go screw yourself. I'm out of here. I walked away. Like I said, I believe it was 2015, and I never looked back. I haven't been there. I'll check in once in a while. I have 2 friends that still use it, so I'll go over there once in a while and look at their pictures and say hi. The reason I brought that up is because The Sims 5 is now back in the gossip columns here. First it was a big deal, and then they said no, there's no Sims 5, and now apparently it's back in the news, and it's real. But from the sounds of it, and again, this is what I'm extrapolating from it, which is probably all wrong and convoluted, but what I'm getting from it is it's going to be like a Facebook environment. It sounds like it's heavily involved in social interaction with other players. So if that's the case, I'm done with The Sims 5. I'm not even going to be. I may poke around just to see, what it's like. But if that's what the main goal is, so many times they mention social interaction, and that just scares me. So I'm not the slightest bit interested in that, if that's what it's going to be like. And again, like I said, I could be wrong. But anyway, while I was goofing around on the internet trying to find information on things, we haven't been upstairs yet, so we got a little gift the other day from the Sims team, Maxis, for their 20 years, and it's cute. It's a little gaudy, but that doesn't surprise me coming from them, But I thought it was very sweet of them. You'll see it when we get upstairs. You guys probably already know about it, though. But I thought it was nice of them. I think it's sweet. Not something I don't want for a change, which is a good thing. But anyway, while I was searching around, I ended up on Twitch. And this kid from England, obviously, you could tell by his accent, and that kind of mesmerizes me to begin with. I sit there listening to him. They sound so elegant, even when they're not, they still sound elegant. It's the only language in the entire world where they can make the word fart sound graceful, But anyway, he was playing his game live. Whatever. He had a mod installed. Kawaii Stacy mod, I think. And I don't know if it was the mod, because I looked up the mod. I'm not interested in the mod because it's like realistic life. Girls have their periods, and I'm not interested. You get zits and all the yucko stuff about life that makes you want to run to the sim to escape reality. At least that's the way I do it. This is an escape. Why would I want to go back to reality in a game, Off topic again. Sorry. During his gameplay, he did have university, so I'm thinking that might be it. That's why I'm asking. A peeping Tom came to the window. I believe his name was Sam. Peeping Sam. Not only was he was looking through the window, he was taking pictures, and then he was playing with himself. I did not see that on her realistic mod thing, the description. That was not in there. I have to ask, does that come with university? Because that was absolutely disgusting. And what I thought was even more weird is he didn't do anything about it. He just let this creep, because it went on for hours. I mean, it was sunny, and they were coming home from school and work and walking around the house, and that guy was there. They were getting ready for bed and going to bed, and the guy was still standing at the window. Oh, it was disgusting. I don't know where it comes from, but it wasn't in the description for that realistic life mod or whatever it's called. But her name is Kawaii Stacy, so you guys probably know what I'm talking about. But I have to ask if the peeping Tom comes with university life or some other. It just doesn't sound like something that Maxis or EA would do. And I wouldn't want that in my game either. It's just wrong. Ugh. No, I do not want to play a game that is so parallel with real life that it just doesn't do anything for you at all. If anything, it would lower your mood already, or even more. Lower your already low mood even more. That's not my idea of an escape. It's not my idea of relaxation, fun. That's why I play the games. That's all I'm saying. It's the escape value, the enjoyment, and just a few hours of silliness. I don't want more reality crammed down my throat while I'm trying to enjoy a game, you know what I mean? But again, that's just me, and it's an opinion. I have a right to an opinion. So I'm just saying I would not download that mod, but I am extremely curious where this peeping Tom comes from, because that is disgusting. And I doubt that it comes with a regular package. So I don't know. I couldn't find them. I'm pretty sure I typed in Peeping Sam and then The Sims 4 Peeping Tom. Nothing came up. So I don't know. It could just be a European thing. Who knows? I have no idea. But I thought that was funny. What else did I... Oh, the other thing, I probably mentioned this in a previous video and then it got cut in the audio edits. When I first got The Sims 4, because it's kind of a reminiscing, right? We're supposed to do that for the 20th anniversary, which again was in 2017. My version of the game is 2017. I had a tiki bar complete with masks that blew fire. And I always used it outside. I thought it was the coolest thing in the world. As tacky as it was, I still thought it was cool. And then for some reason, it just vanished from my inventory. It's gone. And I never really noticed it. Oh, it took a while, actually. It took a while before I'm like, hey, where's my tiki bar? But there again, you go online and you ask, where's the tiki bar? Who took away the tiki bar? Why is the tiki bar gone? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Now, it could be they took it away because they were going to do the island living thing. But wasn't that a long time between 2017 and 2019? Didn't Island Living just come out last year? That's almost 3 years, and they took the tiki bar away from me because they knew they were going to be doing an Island Living? I don't know. Regardless, it just doesn't seem fair. I think I got it in that patio something pack, whatever. Doesn't matter. I just thought it was mean that they would take something away that you had already. Oh, there it is. That's our 20th anniversary gift. And I think it's cute. Comes in a variety of colors, but you have to do it at nighttime. Be careful and check it in the darkness, because I liked one. I thought it was very pretty, and then nighttime came around and I'm like, no. It was an entirely different, it didn't, no. So I went back and got that one. It's a more neutral. I think it had like lime green lights and then this orange thing at the top. It did not look like that during the day. Let me just say that. So, are we coming up on the end here? Yeah. Well, we got to go outside. Oh, you know what? I need to tell you that. You've probably already noticed it halfway through this walkthrough. I ended up putting, should I say a ton or a bunch or some CC. I got bored one day and I just started browsing CC items. And the next thing I knew, I had an IKEA package, and I had a bathroom package, and I had some more rugs. What else? I think I got a hairstyle. I don't know that I used it, but I grabbed one or two more hairstyles. A couple items of clothing, but you won't see those. But I did update my CC favorites page. They're there if you're interested. The IKEA package was interesting. There were items in this house that used it. It was the bathroom one that was a little disappointing. And again, I'm sure it's me and I'm doing something wrong, but they give you a soap dish and then they give you a bar of soap, and I can't get the soap into the dish. It keeps wanting to go off side, over here. Ugh. That was upsetting. They also give you a little basket, a wire basket that you can actually stick inside an EA shower. And then you can put it was weird. They had a tube of lipstick and some kind of cream. It's like, where's the shampoo and the conditioner? Where's the body wash? And then you can put the soap in that, and it worked okay. But It's cute stuff. I liked it. But it also had a candle holder. You put the candle holder on a counter, and then you go to put the candle inside, and the candle won't go in. It pops all over everywhere. Okay, so that was another one. The, why can I never think of the word? I'm going to say foundation. Oh, terrain paint. Okay, sorry, terrain paint. They still, because we did get the update yesterday. Was it yesterday? Got the update to get the hot tub. Thank you very much, EA and Maxis. They did not fix the bouncy bounce with the terrain paint. So you still can't go under a tree and, add dirt around it unless you want dirt way, way away from the tree trunk. However, while I was doing this massive project here, I went in bird's eye view and I zoomed down so that I was close enough. There you can do the dirt trail. And it's kind of, sort of, you can get a little bit, you can see a little bit popping out of the edges that way. But it's still not perfect. But it's a lot better than carefully getting your mouse pointer underneath and hoping it doesn't bounce when you hit. I hope they fix that soon. This was funny, okay? I zoomed in on her. Here she is weeping because she's a good girl. I put Jacques' gravestone there. I'm going to have to move it, I think, because she's just too good. But you'll see, it's funny. It's coming up in a couple seconds because this is the end of my video. But she's standing there mourning this guy she doesn't even know, and then this happens. She's playful, but she's crying. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this part 2. Have a wonderful day. Thank you so much for watching. Bye-bye.